Last year, during a trip to France, I came across something that completely surprised me. French consommé and the Sichuan dish boiled water cabbage turned out to have so much in common. Their color, texture, and even their flavors seem to share a connection that crossed cultural boundaries. Curious to understand this surprising similarity, I returned home and sought advice from two chefs, one an expert in Chinese cuisine and the other in French. Together, we unraveled the secrets behind these two incredible dishes. Now, I've recorded the process and would love to share this culinary journey with you. Let's start with boiled water cabbage. The foundation of the dish is a broth crafted from chicken, pork trotters, pork bones, ham, and ham bones. These ingredients are slowly simmered with scallions, ginger, and wine, allowing their flavors to melt over time. A touch of Sichuan salt, white pepper, and a little starch bring it all together. After cooking for 3 days, the broth becomes deeply rich, filling the kitchen with an incredible aroma.
We're gonna pour it in and let it sit a little bit when it's still boiling. Give it a little bit of time. Then we're gonna turn down the heat, and through this process, the chicken meat absorbs the impurities within the soup, making the soup clearer. As you can see, this soup already has a reaction. The meat is absorbing the impurities and the soup is becoming clearer, but it's still in the process.
The broth is then refined with minced pork and chicken blended into a smooth paste and added to the soup. This step removes the impurities, leaving the broth crystal clear. The process is repeated until the soup achieves a clarity that is almost water-like. French consommé, on the other hand, is prepared a little differently. Roasted chicken, bones, gold and fragrant, are simmered with diced celery, carrots, onions, mushrooms, egg whites, and minced chicken. As the broth cooks gently over low heat, the roasted bones slowly release their essence.
Now I'm mixing the chicken mush with the veggies, with the egg. I have to mix this very well because it won't float up or absorb the impurities well enough for the soup to be successful.
The vegetable, minced chicken, and egg white works together to clarify the broth at a steady 95 degrees, resulting in a beautifully balanced soup.
I'm turning up the heat for this one and pouring this in the filter. Okay, now we're waiting. I can already smell the smell and it smells really good, but we're gonna trust the process and it's gonna taste good and look good later on.
The final results are fascinating in their differences. The consommé has a warm golden hue thanks to the roasted chicken, while boiled water cabbage is as clear as water, excluding an elegant simplicity. Their flavors also tell distinct stories. The consommé has a subtle vegetable sweetness, while the cabbage soup is more layered, with a richness that reveals itself with every sip.
Okay, these two types of soup was created around the same time, about 100 years ago, this one in France and this one in China. Without any communication, they just were created at the same time. Bon appetit!